Alright guys, so in this video I am going to be testing all 4 of these FSCs for FPS so we can convert into joules. So with these two, before I go any further, there are going to be some pauses in the video just for the sake of keeping this video as short as possible. So I'm going to pause when I have to walk to the trap to grab the rounds out of the trap, because down here I only have about 8 or 10 far rounds. The rest are upstairs in cases. So for the sake of the video, I'm going to just pause so you don't have to bear me, waiting for me to go to the trap and, grab all the rounds. So with these two right here, I'm going to be shooting the Grimburg far rounds. With these two right here, I'm going to be shooting the riotballs green seamless 5.05 gram, which I am going to weigh for you. So you see there is not going to be any trickery here. Both tanks are at full, which is 3,000 psi. As you guys can see right there, both tanks are fully topped off. It only takes me about a half an hour with a hand pump to fill both tanks. That's about 15 minutes a piece with taking a few breaks. I am thinking about getting an electric one, but for right now the hand pump is working fine. I could use the workout anyway. So let's test these. Let's weigh these real quick. I'm only going to weigh a couple because you guys should already know what these weigh if you have the Grimburg far rounds. 8.55, 8.49, so 8.5 for the sake of the video. All right, so I'm going to tear this just so we can get all the weighing out of the way. And again, I'm not going to weigh them all, just going to weigh a couple of them. 8.06, 8.03, 8.05, so around 8.05. Let's just weigh another one just for the sake of it. 5.05, there you go. So as you guys can see, 8.5, 5.05. I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I'm back. As you guys can see, my trap down there, my chronograph right here. Let me just turn this on. Safety glasses, by the way. Always wear safety glasses because you never know what can go wrong. So we are going to test out, and this is with a 16 gram Mike Lee magazine with the red spring. As you guys know, my FSC, I've done many videos on this, what I've done to it. The only difference that I've done that is right now is the chamber cap. This is a AR tactical chamber cap. I used to have the Sterling self-defense chamber cap on it, but I was limited to only 20 gram cartridges, and I was only getting 6 shots with that 20 gram cartridge because the power plug was just way too big. So I switched. I'm still testing it. This is still on testing phases. As of right now, I like it. I'm not gonna write down any of the FPS. I'll just rewatch the video, take it all down, and then leave my comments at the end of the video. So stay till the end. Okay, so let me grab my 7 rounds. It's really going to be 8 because I'm going to put one of these green ones first. So green, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the green one is the 8th. So it's green 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rounds inside. We're testing the tan FSC. Okay, so here we go. We are live. Safety off. See, this is what I had the problem with the pink one yesterday, where I got 2 shots off and then it just started farting. So I'm probably gonna have to see what the hell is going on with this. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I'm back. Now we're just gonna test this pink one. I'm not gonna go over, to try to redo these tests. I'm just gonna figure it out as I go later on today, but I just want to get these numbers out. So we have a brand new CO2 in here. Again, 7 far rounds, and the 8th one is a green 5.05 green riotball. So first shot, 319, and it got jammed. See, and this is the problem with these. That's the problem with these shaped projectiles. Okay, let's try it again. Yeah, see that? I am definitely gonna have to swap oils for these. These FSCs really do not like the super lube. I don't know why, but these two do not like the super lube at all. So we'll have to come back. Luckily, I'm just using these as testing right now, as I am using the Pistel. And that's why you test your stuff. Okay, so I'm not even going to waste my time getting the readings for these, because these are incomplete tests. So we are going to move on to the carbines. Let me just grab 8 rounds. And for this one, I'm not using any CO2 because those are HPA. This is a T9.1 magazine, the metal magazine, with a regular spring in it. For round ball, you do not want to use the red springs, because you'll end up popping balls through the barrel. And I probably should have lowered the spring. Okay, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And yeah, there's one right here and one over here, but I got a bag of them here, so we'll be okay. All right. So the first one that we are going to be testing is this silver one right here. This has the 5-inch Grimburg barrel, and that is it. As I said before, the regulator is not being used. The only thing being used is the sear, because of the Sterling self-defense rear ASA right here. So there you go. Okay, and that is in, and we're gonna air it up. Sometimes I get a little apprehensive because 1100 output. I don't know if this is gonna mess with my chamber, but here we go, and we are ready to rock. Let me turn on the laser because I can't use the sights on this. 481, 478, 475, 476, 476, 475, 476, 474. And that is all. Empty magazine. Okay. So, let me go over here and there we go. How to get that on some clothing and stuff. So let me just get this out of here. Oh, I'm just taking the bottle out. Oops. Almost dropped, you guys. So that's one magazine, and we went down to, let me see what this says. We're down to 1,500. So you're only going to get 2 magazines out of this. And the second magazine is going to probably be a lot lower, or, you know, somewhere around there, but it could be lower. I haven't tested that yet. Maybe one of these days I'll retest doing 2 full magazines. So here we go. This one is a full 3,000 in the tank, and we're going to test this purple one now. Let me just grab 8 more rounds, and I'll have to find all of these balls later. But I do want to show you guys that these things are hitting hard. Okay, so let me lower the spring so they don't come flying out like they did before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, same T9.1 magazine. Now, as I stated in my last video, this one has developed or always had a sear issue. I have to figure out what that is. Maybe one of you guys have dealt with this issue. Please let me know so I can correct it. But as of right now, I think it's the sear. I am going to be looking into that. Okay, so here we go. We are live. Let's go. Let me turn this on. Okay. Yeah, see? It has a delayed trigger. See how I'm pushing the trigger and nothing is happening? I have no idea why that's happening. So that, my friends, is no good. Yeah, that is not good at all. Let me pull this down. Let me face this over there. Let me look down at the, yeah, there's nothing in there. I'm just looking down the grip here to see what's going on. Yeah, we got a dead trigger, and I don't know why. I've opened this thing already a couple times, and I have no idea why this is happening. But I'll have to figure that out. But that's today's video. Catch you guys on the next one. Alright guys, so this is why I'm always preaching to have extra parts. So this is the purple carbine that I'm testing at the moment. And I noticed that this piece, this return right here, was getting stuck. So what I did was, to help that little spring out, to make it more tensioned, I guess, I added this little tiny spring. One of these little tiny springs. This was from a Tippmann player kit. It doesn't belong to any of my Tippmann 98s. It's just a kit that I had bought. Like a, it wasn't the player kit. It was the bigger kit. I forget which one that is. It's the one that the stores use to fix Tippmann markers. So I think this one is from, it's either from a Cronus or some other type of Tipman, but I can assure you this does not belong to my 98. So I used it to make that spring. You can see it right in there a little bit. I'm trying to have it focus right there. You see it? How the little tiny coils, and then you see the bigger coils from the original spring. So now it is springing into its spot without getting stuck. So I'm gonna test this out later on. I'm not gonna record it. I'm just showing you guys what I've done so far, what I'm trying to figure this stuff out, and the trigger issue with this one. But yeah, there you go.